TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Well, with winter fast approaching, there's a lot of opportunities for things to happen at your home, whether it's a man-made or natural disaster. Snow dams build up, you have leaks, a pipe burst, you leave town for a little while, turn the temperature down because you don't want to pay those high utility bills, and something happens. Well, today we're lucky enough to be joined with Bob Guiney, former HGTV TLC host, to talk about ways to help protect our homes and apartments from these natural and man-made disasters. Good morning, Bob.
Hey, good morning, Kevin. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for joining us. Well, again, here in the mountains, we have the opportunity to experience a lot of different types of disasters depending on the season. And with winter coming up, there's even more opportunities that damage can occur to our apartments or homes. What advice do you have?
Well, you said it best. I mean, severe weather has never been more prevalent everywhere, right? But especially in the mountains. I mean, you got a lot of that cold winter air coming in, and you got to make sure you're protecting your home, especially if something goes sideways. Train Residential recommends that if you think you're going to lose power, you can set the TrainLink UX360 thermostat to a cooler setting in the summer or a warmer setting in the winter. Close the blinds, keep the doors and windows shut to keep the temperature you want in, and then turn off the electricity to your AC unit to protect against electrical surges. Then you contact an HVAC professional, like a Train Comfort Specialist, if you have problems or need repairs after the storm. Turn to a professional in those moments that can really come in and help you figure out the best solve. But one of the things that I've noticed, and you mentioned this in your intro, water damage can be the most damaging inside a home or really anywhere. And this is what I love. This is Moen's Flow Smart Water Monitor and Shutoff. It attaches to your main water supply line. It operates in the background 24/7 when you don't really need it, to learn your water usage patterns. It can detect leaks as small as 1 drop per minute. And when it detects that leak or irregularity, it can automatically shut off your water for you. Homeowners are alerted in the Moen Smart Water app, so you can manually control, monitor, and track the home water from anywhere at any time, and you can shut it down when you're out of town and you get a message that there's a leak inside your home. You can shut the water off.
Wow.
Which is pretty spectacular. And that's something that I wish I would have had, because I've had water damage in my home. And I will tell you, when I came home from my vacation and found it, it was a disaster. So it's one of those things where if you could actually have, gotten out in front of this and shut it down before you had to deal with the damage, how great would that be?
Boy, I'm with you on that one, Bob. I experienced kind of the same thing. I had water damage at a house when I was away, came back, and it's like time to get out the wet vacs and try to salvage all you can.
Right. And no matter what, you're losing some stuff, right? You got damage, you got potential mold issues, everything else to deal with. So, yeah, there's a lot going on there, and this is one of the greatest things I've found so far that will make sure your home is safe.
Now, from a personal experience as well, and I don't want to throw this out there as it always happens, but I ended up, when I changed supply lines and added a device like this to my home, my insurance company actually gave me a little bit of a break. So there may be opportunities out there. If you install some of these devices, go to your insurance company and check out. Maybe there's some rebates.
Oh, very true. And actually, I'm so glad you brought that up, because the next thing I wanted to talk about was something that I think will really help people. And this is when there's a power outage, unstable grids everywhere, so many people using so many different things, and it just overflows that grid. So the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3, this can also get you some of those discounts. I actually spoke with my insurance provider about this as well. It provides reliable home backup for days, powers everything from coffee makers to refrigerators and freezers, even central air conditioners. But unlike fuel generators, the Delta Pro 3 is emission-free, safe for indoor use, quiet as a whisper, can kick on in an instant for you, charges fully in under 1 hour, and then has expandable storage for up to 48 kilowatts an hour. And it's got a plug-and-play design, so it's something that you can actually keep in your home, and you can plug in those appliances that need to be plugged in. So it's not going to break the bank on you like a whole house might. And it's not. And right now, through the end of September, you can get 45% off. So it's a great time to buy. If you've ever experienced power outages that make you have a ton of food loss and things of that nature, this is one of those things you can do that will really help you with that as well.
What a great device. Yeah, it's something you can move around the home. I mean, the refrigerator, get it going, get your temperature where it needs to be, take it somewhere else where you need it. So what a great piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'll tell you this too. This is another thing I found that I really love, and it's something that's pretty unique. This is called the T-Rex Waterproof and Repair Tape. Now, this is the best fix-it-all tape for wet, rough, and hard-to-stick-to surfaces. You don't think of tape working underwater. It just doesn't No other tape does. This is great outdoors or indoors for storm repairs, plumbing, even automotive. To give you an idea, this summer my kids ripped a hole in their inner tube that we were pulling them around tubing on the lake, and I was able to fix the tube with this tape underwater. It was crazy. It held for 2 days. It's got flex to fit technology, ferociously strong, providing maximum stretch, fits in tight spaces, instantly seals out water, air, moisture, and works underwater. But there again, if you come home and you've got the damage and now you just want to minimize the issue that's going on, this is the greatest tool you can have in your toolbox for a moment like that.
You know what, Bob? There's a lot of homes up here that have the flat roofs with that rubber membrane. If you do get a defect in that, that'd be something perfect to get a temporary patch, get you through to spring when you can get it properly repaired.
Absolutely, and this stuff is, I mean, their key line is ferociously strong tape, and it really does work. I mean, it's something that you can have moisture, and it's still going to find a way to stick to it and seal it up right for you, so it's pretty great.
Great, Bob. Well, we've just had a chance to touch on a few things, and I know you've got so many other ways to help protect your home, do some rebuilds, remodels, things like that. Where can people go to get some more information?
All you got to do, you go to dailylounge.com. You can find out all the information about everything we talked to about today, and the one we didn't get to, which is the Jura J8 Twin, which is amazing. So make sure you check that out as well.
Well, let's get to that real quick. We've got a few minutes because I saw it sitting there. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh my gosh, so when I had my water damage in my basement, my Jura, thank goodness, was on a countertop and not on the floor. It might seem weird that I'm bringing this up for storm preparation, but I'm telling you, it makes perfect sense to me. I'm a big coffee guy, and this is one of my favorite coffee machines that I have ever had the opportunity to work with. It's the Jura J8 Twin. This has 2 high-performance grinders, so my wife can have her decaf, I can have my regular, or if we want to experiment with some whole beans and doing our own little blend, we can do that as well. Jura's also got the exclusive sweet foam function, and this is the thing I love. It lets you infuse your milk foam with a hint of syrup. So you can put the foam on top of your coffee like you do at a lot of those expensive coffee shops, but you can do it at home to your liking. You got 31 specialties, including all the classics, got intuitive touchscreen color display. This is a home coffee bar dream come true, and I'm telling you, it is one of the things that's not only gotten me through the day, but it's gotten me through many a storm. So yeah, this is one of my favorite things in the world. I like to talk about as much as I can.
Now, I don't know the price point on that, but I guess if you look at your bill throughout the year from any gourmet coffee shop, it will be a lot more expensive than what you would buy one of those units for, plus give you a lot more flexibility to experiment, like you said, and make some different cocktails.
Amen. You can do cold coffee, hot coffee. You can do everything from Americanos to lattes. And like I said, you can do that sweet foam that you only thought you could get from a barista. You can do it right in the comfort of your own kitchen. So I'm a big fan, and definitely check it out on dailylounge.com. You can find out the price point, and you can do that math. But I can promise you, I've saved a whole lot of money year over year from $8 a day at the local coffee shop.
Well, great advice. Thank you so much for your time, Bob. Get out there. If you're in the mood, if you've got anything that you think might happen, that generator is a great idea. The tape is a great backup if you need to repair or replace something, and monitoring your water flow and temperature of your home. You can't beat it from a utility saving standpoint. And check with those local insurance companies, because sometimes there's some rebates or some reductions if you've got some of this equipped on your home. We'll be back with more Good Morning Vail.